everyone, good evening. I'm Chief Meteorologist Darrell Winninger from the Central Oregon Daily Weather Center, and across the high desert we have more heat on the way, then a chance of thunderstorms. Both of those happen through Tuesday. After that, we get a dip in temperatures because of a very weak and dry cold front. So we're going to take a few minutes and do a deep dive into your most reliable forecast. Look at where those temperatures are going, when thunderstorms are expected, and what that really means, especially for fire weather conditions. So starting off this evening, we have tons of sunshine across our Tri-County area with just a few clouds in the sky. Now, there is a red flag warning that was issued by the National Weather Service this afternoon from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. Tuesday. It will be when it's in effect. And the reason for this red flag warning is it will be very hot. But more importantly, there's a chance of thunderstorm activity with our surface fuels that are already dry, and winds could become gusty. So with that chance of thunderstorms and the abundant lightning associated with them, any fires to start are likely to spread rapidly. So let's go ahead and look at that chance of thunderstorm activity. Satellite and radar does show not much happening across our Tri-County area. Look to our south, though, over Klamath and Lake counties. We do have some convection. By tomorrow, that convection moves a little bit further north, and that's when we're expecting to see that chance of thunderstorms. Outside of that, even the enhanced infrared satellite imagery shows, well, not much in the way of clouds until you get past La Pine. Now, there is a ridge of high pressure over our entire region, and that is what's bringing the heat across the high desert. When we look a little closer, over the Gulf of Alaska and North Pacific Ocean, that's where we have our next cold front. That's what's going to be pushing through the high desert as we go forward through the day on Tuesday and Tuesday night. So your forecast model shows that through tonight, where we have that convection to our south, those clouds push through Central Oregon during the AM hours. Then by Tuesday afternoon, we start to see some showers on the east slopes of the Cascades. Those showers then develop even more. The hotter we get on Tuesday, the more likely thunderstorm activity is expected. And then through the afternoon and evening hours, some thunderstorms develop and push through the high desert. At this point, it doesn't look like anything severe. That being said, some of those thunderstorms could be dry lightning with abundant lightning strikes. And when I say dry, I'm talking about around the thunderstorm, we could get a little bit more rain, but some of us are going to get evaporation before we reach the rain reaches the surface. That's called virga, and it could be happening through the day tomorrow. After that, by Wednesday, we're back to more sunshine than clouds until you hit the afternoon hours. So there is a risk of dry thunderstorm activity through parts of our Tri-County area, and hence the red flag warning. Now, let's go ahead and look at how dry we actually are. Our relative humidity this afternoon, not too far off from what we're looking at tomorrow afternoon. We're sitting in the teens, percentage-wise, and a couple 20s on the map. That one just jumped up in sisters. But here through this evening, relative humidity will improve, but then it gets just as bad by tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures in the last 24 hours, mostly in the 90s, and it's pretty much where we're sitting right now across the high desert. Mid to upper 90s for many of us, a couple lower 90s on the map, putting us between 4 and 12 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago, and well above that average high of between 81 and 86 degrees, depending on where you are on the high desert. So for tonight, we are looking at temperatures staying warm, falling back into the 50s, and then through the day Tuesday, we're topping out in the lower to mid 90s. And again, where we heat up a little bit more, that's where the better chance of thunderstorm activity is. By the afternoon, some thunderstorms are rolling through, but we still have a very high UV intensity forecast, and that's because the first half of the day includes a lot of direct sunshine, and then we stay very high after that. So remember your sunglasses and hat, and if you have sensitive skin, protective clothing. When in doubt, seek the shade and always stay hydrated. If you're spending a lot of time outside, you'll want to reapply that sunscreen every 2 hours. Now, when it comes to the heat tomorrow, we're looking at highs mostly in the 90s, some afternoon thunderstorms, but sunny to start the day and dry to start the day. Then a weak cold front pushes through the region. That's going to replace our very hot air with warm air, closer to average for this time of the year. And then by Thursday, another slight dip in temperatures before our next heating trend. So roller coaster temperatures are expected between seasonal, just below average, and well above average. So we're bookending this graphic Tuesday and Saturday with temperatures in the mid 90s, but Tuesday is that best chance of rain and our chance of thunderstorm activity. So our forecast model does show that where there are thunderstorms, those really fizzle out across the high desert. In and out clouds tonight. Scattered thunderstorms are expected by tomorrow afternoon. All said and done, many of us are looking at getting at least a little wet. Now, gusts here this evening aren't too bad. Actual wind speeds are about 5 to 15 miles per hour as well, and going forward during the next couple of days, it will get breezy at times. So for tonight, 50s and 60s across the high desert, some AM clouds. By the time we hit Tuesday, lower to mid 90s for some, mid to upper 90s for others, with scattered showers and some thunderstorms. Remember that red flag warning? Temperatures do dip down Wednesday and Thursday. We start to rebound Friday, then it is getting hot once again for the weekend. That's the latest in weather. Join us tonight on Central Oregon Daily News for the rest of your most reliable forecast.